Welcome to Roadmap to 1 Million. My name is Stacy Zeal, and if you're looking to make more money, gain your time back, and rapidly grow your visibility so that you can impact way more people with your brilliance, you're in the right place. This podcast is your one-stop shop for turning your online business dreams into a reality. My main goal is to give women entrepreneurs just like you the marketing strategies, guidance, and expert insights you need to hit that $1 million milestone and beyond. Whether you're a coach, a consultant, or an online brand that wants to make a big impact, Roadmap to 1 Million gives you the actionable strategies and inspiration you need so that you can implement right away, no fluff, no fuss. So, CEO, are you ready to buckle up and accelerate your growth? Be sure to follow the show and let's dive in. Get ready to uncover your roadmap to 1 million. Hello. Welcome to the Roadmap to 1 Million podcast. I am your host, Stacy Zeal. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm super excited for you to be here. Make sure that you are following the show. And if you are seasoned here and you have been rocking with me for a little bit, welcome back. I hope that you have gotten some value out of the podcast. And if you would, share this with a friend that you believe that would get a lot of value. This is the podcast that gives you actionable insights and tactics to make more money, gain your time back, and rapidly increase your visibility. So if you know someone who is looking to grow their business, get their time back, and grow their visibility, you definitely want to make sure that you share this with them so that they can get all this good information and knowledge that we drop here at the podcast. And in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the number one mistake that CEOs make when scaling their business. And this is something that I see with my clients, with my colleagues, and it really holds business owners back when it comes to scaling their business, when it comes to taking your business to the next level, creating a lot of exponential growth in your business. This is something that I see happens a lot, whether you are someone who is making 100K or just underneath, whether you're someone making 500K or somewhere in between. This is definitely something that I see that holds business owners back. So when we're thinking about scale, I remember when I was working at Zappos and I was leading paid social there, the first time I had really heard the word scale and incremental when it came to marketing was when I was at Zappos. And at Zappos, it was all about making incremental, repeatable growth. And that's really what it means when you're scaling your business. It means that you're creating growth that lasts a long time. You're creating growth that grows in scale, that grows with your business, and it's long lasting. And so I have been using, AI. If you've listened to some of the episodes, you know that I've been using AI in my marketing. And so I was like, okay, you know what, ChatGPT, what you say? When it comes to scale, what does it mean? Give me the context. Let me give you something I can give to the people. And so ChatGPT, when it was talking about what scaling is when it comes to business, is it refers to the ability of a company to grow and expand its operations without a proportional increase in costs or resources. Scaling a business involves increasing revenue and profitability while maintaining or improving efficiency and productivity. Scaling is all about achieving sustainable growth by leveraging existing resources and systems to increase demand or market share. And so successfully scaling a business, it enables you to serve a larger customer base, generate higher revenue, and create a more dominant position in your industry. And so as I mentioned, when I was at Zappos, that was the goal. Scaling was the goal. It was not to create small bursts of revenue. And maybe you and your business are creating small bursts of revenue, right? Maybe you have a launch and it goes successful, but then your course is not selling or your digital product is not selling over time. Or you're focused on your business, you're focused on your one-on-one work. And so your digital products, your courses, your more scalable offers, the offers that can bring in revenue week after week after week, they're kind of just sitting on the shelf because they're not getting enough traffic. You don't have the time to focus on them. You're focused on growing your one-on-one business because that's where a lot of your revenue is coming from. But you're actually just putting yourself in a place where you're going to continue to stay small. When you don't have these kinds of things in place, it really keeps you small. And so the number one mistake that CEOs make when they're growing their business is that they don't shift from selling one-on-one to selling one-to-many. And there's a difference. There's a difference between making one-on-one personal connections with people, and then being able to, sell from, instead of selling one-on-one, to selling 1 to 1,000, or one to, selling from you as the one person, are able to actually capture 1,000 people into your products and offerings without you having to manually talk to each of those 1,000 people. And so the problem is that you don't have a marketing funnel in place to sell to your audience at scale. And when you're talking to a bigger audience, you cannot rely on one-on-one sales activities. You can't rely on those one-on-one touch points, because really relying on those one-on-one touch points, it keeps you small. And in this series, I'm going to be breaking down how to shift your sales strategy and your marketing strategy from one-on-one tactics to one-to-many by creating a marketing funnel that sells for you 24/7. And so when you're thinking about this one-on-one selling, when you're thinking about, shifting from one-on-one to selling one-to-many, you're really relying on your energy and your manual effort to sell your offers. And that's leaving you burnt out. It leaves you glued to your laptop chasing leads. It leaves you adding, trying to add 50 to 75 different people to your email list every to your Facebook page every week. It really makes it so that you're missing out on all that cash because somebody got lost in your DMs, or maybe they weren't ready to convert today, or even next week when you talk to them and when you followed up with them. But maybe they are ready next month. I've had this happen to me when I launched my course, and I did a beta launch of my course earlier this year. One of the things I was teaching my students who had enrolled was that, when you get people onto your email list from your ads, you want to make sure you're continuing to show up. You're sending your broadcast emails, all that kind of stuff, week over week, because some people may not be ready today. Just because I'm aware that I have a problem today does not mean that I'm ready to take action on it. Think about a lot of the stuff that you have going on in your life outside of marketing, outside of business. We all have problems that we're trying to solve, but that doesn't mean that we're ready to act on those things right in that moment. Just because I sign up for a lead magnet today that's telling me how to, lose weight, for example, doesn't mean that I'm ready to actually bust out the treadmill today, right? I may be trying to, in this fact-finding, gathering kind of consideration place, but I haven't actually, you haven't given me the information, or I'm just not ready to take that next step. And when you have a funnel in place, it helps you to stay top of mind. It keeps you from relying on social media, as your main driver of business. You actually start to get people onto your email list, and you get people the touch points that they need to actually learn what they need to actually buy from you. You actually get to elevate your content that you created that really helps drive leads and sales, but new people haven't seen it yet because you talked about it 3 weeks ago and you didn't. Now you have new people in your audience that haven't seen it. So there's so many benefits to having a marketing funnel. An effective marketing funnel allows you to sell your evergreen offers at scale. That's really what we're talking about in this series, is that it allows you to make those offers 24/7 when your audience is ready. So someone coming into what if someone sends you a DM at 3:00 in the morning, and they want to ask you about your digital product, for example, maybe your private podcast that you have for sale, maybe your workshops that you have for sale, maybe they want to join your summit, they want to buy your course. You're getting people that DM you at 2:00 in the morning and you're not answering, right? Because you're asleep or you're, doing other things. What happens if you go on vacation and you can't send your, 50, 60 DMs a day that you do, right? So so when you have an effective marketing funnel in place, it allows you to make your offers, to get those offers seen 24/7. It allows you to show up for people regardless of what time zone they're in. It allows you to give people the information that they need to take things to the next level, without you having to manually give it to them, without you having to manually, retype in things all the time, right? Like resending people the same DMs or answering the same questions, giving people, overcome the same objections, right? Like this is what happens when you create a marketing funnel that is automated, that gives people the information that they need to make a purchasing decision and the ability to make that purchasing decision without you having to touch anything, without you having to actually send them a link to buy your offer, without you actually having to, DM with them back and forth to see what the best offer or the best product that you have is that's available for them. It allows you to make more sales. It allows you to get that time back, and it allows you to really increase your ability to serve people on a larger scale. Are you a CEO with an amazing one-to-many offer who's tired of creating endless amounts of content that is not helping you hit your high revenue goals? Well, look no further than Maximize with Ads. Maximize with Ads is designed to help you exponentially increase your sales, rapidly grow your visibility, and gain your time back by leveraging the power of Facebook and Instagram ads. From developing a scalable Facebook ad strategy to setting up your tech to targeting the right audiences and creating irresistible ads, we've got you covered. Plus, our private support community is always available to answer your questions and provide personalized feedback. If you're ready to stop spending all your valuable CEO time creating endless amounts of content and start executing a leveraged strategy that allows you to travel the world, pay for private school, or start living the life you started your business to live in the first place, then head over to maximizewithads.com to enroll. Visit maximizewithads.com to learn more and get started today. All right, let's jump back into the episode. And that's the problem with one-on-one selling, is that one-on-one selling takes a lot of effort and it never stops. That's the thing. Like once with one really good marketing funnel, you can really do a lot of damage. You can make a lot of money. There are people making lots and lots of money, making, 100K, 200K, 500K from a funnel, because they've taken the time to, one, automate that process so that they can serve a larger audience at scale. When I think about my time at Zappos when I was there, we're not manually sending people to a checkout page, right? We're not manually giving people the shoes that they need, right? Like all of that system is automated. All that stuff is automated from the time people go from seeing an ad on Facebook or seeing a piece of content or seeing, listening to you on a podcast. From that time to actually when they go and check out, there's a whole process that you can send people through that's automated to help you to be able to, again, the goal again is to serve people at scale. You as one person, you can either hire more salespeople to do the one-on-one selling, which is fine if that's the way you want to do. But the way that I'm going to show you in this series is to tell you how to leverage an effective marketing funnel, how to shift your mindset and your selling techniques and your marketing techniques from focusing on one-to-one to actually one-to-many. Because in order to hit that $1 million mark, whether you have made your way to 500K without a funnel, because I know lots of people who have made their way to 500K or more without an actual marketing funnel in place. But if you want to get that $1 million mark, you want it to be sustainable, you want it to be, long-term, to create this long-term growth in your business, you definitely need to make sure that you have a marketing funnel. And everybody goes through a customer journey, right? Like everybody has a customer journey. If you're a business owner, you have a customer journey. Even if it's not outlined or defined, then you actually have one. But it's about defining that path, figuring out what are the touch points people need, and then also making sure that you automate those things so that way that kind of stuff happens at scale, so that no matter how many people get into your funnel, they're all able to have the experience that moves them towards the sale. And so in the next episode of this series, I'm breaking down the 3 layers of an effective marketing funnel so that you can start to really transition from that one-on-one selling to the one-to-many to take your business to the next level. So if you are ready to cut down on the manual efforts that you're putting into your marketing so that you can impact more people, you can make more money, you can gain your time back, you can do all of these things at scale, and no matter whether you have 1,000 people coming into your world a day, or whether you have 5,000 people coming into your world a week, or whether you have 100,000 people coming into your world every month. No matter how many people are coming into your world, it is essential to have this marketing funnel set up so that you can make sure that the people who want your offers and the people who are going to go through the process and actually do want to buy from you have the ability to do so. So make sure that you listen to the next episode. Make sure that you share this episode with a friend, because this series is really going to be important for you if you are in that space where you've built your business, you're making money, you're getting clients, but you're doing it primarily with that personal one-to-one touches, and you want to figure out how do you take what you're currently doing and transform that into an automated system that then sells your offers on autopilot, that allows you to scale your business with these digital products that you may have sitting in the closet somewhere that you're not sending a lot of traffic to. Definitely make sure that you tune into this series. Definitely make sure that you share this with a friend, because next episode we're going to be breaking down the 3 essential parts of a successful marketing funnel for your digital products. So that's what I got for y'all today. I hope that this was helpful. Make sure that you're following the show. Make sure you go to the show notes on our site, stacyzeal.co/podcast, is where you can get all the podcast episodes. You can get all the show notes. You can get any links that we mentioned in any of the episodes. And you'll be able to really kind of connect with the podcast and follow us on all these different platforms that we're on. So see y'all next week in the next episode. I will talk to y'all soon. OMG, that episode was packed with gems. Are you ready for more? Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast to get the show notes and to sign up to get our top 5 podcast episodes to help you streamline your marketing so you can make this your $1 million year. Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast.